Hello students, in the last video I told you that in this chapter we will learn about more types of quadrilaterals. So here are types of quadrilateral. See the first one. In the first diagram, one pair of opposite sides are parallel. AB side parallel to CD. AB side parallel to CD. So if one pair of opposite sides are parallel, then it is called a trapezium. It is called a trapezium. In the second diagram, both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Side PQ parallel to side SR and side PS parallel to QR. In the second diagram, PQ parallel to SR and PS parallel to QR. So both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. So this figure is called as parallelogram. So what is the difference in first and second? In first, only one pair of opposite sides are parallel, but in second, both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Now, in the third one, observe that, is it a parallelogram? Yes, because both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. MN parallel to SR and NR parallel to SM. So, it is a parallelogram. Now observe that here one angle is 90 degree. So if both pair of opposite sides are parallel and one angle is 90 degree, then it is called a rectangle. So rectangle is also a parallelogram. Now come to the fourth diagram. In fourth diagram, all sides are equal. Side DE equal to EF equal to FG equal to GD, and also observe that, is it a parallelogram? Yes, it is a parallelogram because both pair of opposite sides are parallel. DE side parallel to GF and DG side parallel to EF, and also all sides are equal, then it becomes a rhombus. Then here it is also a parallelogram because AB side parallel to CD and BC side parallel to AD. Also all sides are equal. Now what is the difference between fourth and fifth diagram? Here angle is 90 degree. So if angle is 90 degree in rhombus, then it becomes a square. Now here both pair of adjacent sides are equal. Side AD and DC are adjacent and also equal. AD equal to DC and AB equal to CB. Here adjacent sides are equal, not opposite sides are equal. So if adjacent sides are equal, then it forms a kite. This is not a parallelogram. So these are the types of quadrilateral. First one is trapezium, in which one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Second one is parallelogram, in which both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Third one is rectangle. Rectangle is a parallelogram in which one angle is 90 degree. And fourth one is rhombus, in which both pairs of opposite sides are parallel and also all sides are equal. Then comes square and then kite. So this is the sixth type of quadrilateral. Now we will do the theorem number 8.1. Theorem 8.1. A diagonal of a parallelogram divides it. A diagonal of parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. So now you know what is a parallelogram. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which both pair of opposite sides are parallel. So first of all, draw parallelogram. Name it as A, B, C and D. Also draw diagonal AC. You can draw BD also. So let A, B, C, D be parallelogram. Draw diagonal AC. Now what we have to prove? See, observe that the diagonal AC divides the parallelogram into two triangles. Diagonal AC divides the parallelogram into two triangles, that are triangle ABC and triangle ADC. Now we have to prove these triangles are congruent. So to prove triangle ABC congruent to triangle ADC. So how we will prove these two triangles are congruent? We had done in 7th chapter. First of all, take these two triangles. I take two triangles ABC and ADC. Now find three things are equal in triangle ABC and triangle ADC. We have given these are parallelogram. So this side is parallel to this side, and we had done the result of parallel lines and transversal line in 6th chapter, that when two lines are parallel and AC is transversal line, then this angle is equal to this angle. By which property? Angle BAC is equal to angle DCA. Angle BAC is equal to DCA. By which property? Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. So when you have given parallel lines, you can use the result of 6th chapter. Now also this and this line is parallel, so this angle is equal to this angle by alternate interior angle. So name of this angle is angle DAC and name of this angle is angle BCA. Again same rule, alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. So we find two things are equal in two triangles. Now third one is, observe that AC side is common to both triangles. So AC equal to AC common. So we find three things equal in two triangles. This angle equal to this and this angle equal to this, and this line is common. So by which rule these two triangles are congruent? A angle, side angle. So by ASA rule these two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC congruent to triangle ADC by ASA rule. So that is all we have to prove. That now remember this result, that a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it in two triangles, that is okay, but that two triangles are congruent to each other. Now theorem number 8.2. Theorem number 8.2, that in parallelogram opposite sides are equal. In a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. The proof of this theorem you will do by yourself. I give you hint. First of all, draw a parallelogram and a diagonal, then prove that the two triangles are congruent to each other, then use the corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and you will have the result opposite sides are equal in parallelogram. So proof of this theorem do yourself. So thank you students.